Okay, so just a quick kind of summary of how this sheet works. So it's an expense mapping sheet. So the reason why this is useful is that companies have a chart of accounts in their accounting software, and they often have many different categories. So Conference Singapore might be a category that someone set up. Most companies end up setting up far too many categories. And there are sometimes reasons for tax that you want to break things out, but generally, you see that companies end up just creating more and more new categories as they go, and they don't really have any structure around it. And then after a few years, they have huge amounts of categories, and they can't really tell what's going on. Um, when you make a financial model, generally you want to sort of group things into higher level categories so that you can make assumptions around it. And so that's what this allows you to do. We really think that there's kind of six main categories that you need. And what this does is it allows you to either you can copy the data from manually from your accounting software, such as Xero, and I put like a step by step of how someone actually does that, how they go into Xero and actually download the data so that they can put it in here. Or you can actually use the G add-on, which works really well with this. So you go to extensions, G predict, and you sync the data. And then if you're using the Xero manual export, you don't want to use the G add-on, then you have to copy and paste all of these numbers in. And then once you're in there, all you have to do is it will fill out all of the different fields here. So these are all the different things to chart of accounts, and you can just change each one from general admin, for example, and you can see that this general admin number here is 87,000. If I change accounting fee to R&D, that will change, and that money will move to R&D. So you get a sort of breakdown into 2 years. Right here, it's very easy. You get a little chart as well, which we're going to make look nicer. One thing is that there are some things that are easier to break down than others. So, for example, salaries. Salaries here, you can see that that could be R&D, that could be sales and marketing, that could be general and admin. So we've given these quite helpful little breakdowns. You can pick two things where you want to break it down into different components. So salary, for example, how much you want to allocate to sales and marketing, general admin, R&D. Yeah, it's a little bit crude. It might change month to month, but overall it gives you kind of decent idea. And I'll probably separately talk about why those are the categories that we picked, but they're very linked to the sort of benchmarking template that we just did. And I think in general, for all companies, if you have revenue, other income, COGS, sales and marketing, general admin, R&D, if you actually have those and it's clear, you can actually tell a lot about the company. You can tell about what's driving it and where it's going, because if it's spending a lot on R&D, for example, you may not expect to see the revenue spike in the short term. It's a lot of long-term investment. If it's sales and marketing, you expect to see like more instant results, see revenue driving. To use our add-on is very simple. So I've put a demo sheet here as an example, but for someone else, once they've used the add-on, all they would need to do is it would create a new sheet. So I've used this one as an example. So you've got Genie Marketing Company and other marketing company. It will create exactly that when someone downloads it. And all they have to do is have to just change this to the sheet name from the add-on. And then you'll see that all of the things automatically update as if by magic. So that's that.